Can you see me, or is my hair is cut off? It's tricky. I hope it's fine. Yeah. Your mind is on the camera. Okay, everyone, please make yourself comfortable and relax. So we had a few questions from last week or this week. We can talk. There is one question I have is very common, most people feel, and they ask, why? I hope everybody survived from the storm that has been very crazy. And it felt like this studio and sitting is about to fly off. I will be broadcasting from the air. But luckily, it was not the case. Somebody asking about training. I want to ask if there will be in the future anytime 300-hour training. I have done 200 before. Knowing about Yogi Ashokananda, and I would really love to deepen my practice, knowledge, and teaching with. There are many courses and training programs in pipeline, in process of developing. You can always stay in touch and get more information from the office. But that's one question, but I have other question. Somebody asking, good morning, but it is a good evening. I'm just reading the message from somebody. This is John again. Thank you for your answer regarding fasting, which we talked about last week. I began Purnima fasting. Many things happen in my mind and my body. With humbleness, John. My friend John, if you're doing a fasting and the fasting does not create any transformation to your mind or to your body, means the fasting was not done correctly, or it was not created any benefit at immediate benefit to your mind or to your body. Never mind the spirit level or the energy level in your body or the consciousness level. So if lot happen, sometime the transformation of your body or your mind is going through a change. You may find it uncomfortable, maybe unpleasant at the time. But transformation is happening because of the practice you are doing, and it making you feel good in your body despite you don't like it. It makes you feel calm, or makes you feel humble, makes you feel gratitude, makes you feel slow down your crazy mind, or makes your body feel healthy, or your mind feel healthy, your senses become sharper. Never mind if you do it correctly, the weight loss or the metabolism of the body and your respiratory system, many other benefits that also happen, cleans your entire digestive system, circulatory system, as long as you have done correctly. So if lots of changes took place on your mind and your body, that is a good sign. And I'm grateful that you enjoy your fasting and continue. If there is any other question, please do reach out. I have a big complaint from John as well. Hi, this is John again. I think he's a yoga teacher, and he's complaining that how he was not informed and told by whoever he did training with. So wherever he's been trained, he's just getting his information out, how he felt. I would like to ask you about prayers, mantras, repetition, morning, afternoon, and evening practice, orientated to our connection with God. When you train as a yoga teacher, in my case, they teach you asanas and all with a lot of psychological therapy that tracks a lot of people for many years. I don't think yoga is that. I totally agree with you, my friend. It teaches you that yourself is more important thing, that you have to love yourself, give yourself things, see yourself as something very important, and it forgets about connection with God. We don't need God. We can buy whatever we want. The meaning of yoga is reduced to having an attractive body, nothing more. Yoga teacher training is good business, no ethics, morals, principles are needed. Yoga starts in the body and ends in the body. As a yoga teacher, I had to do my own research on many things that nobody informed me about when I was training as a yoga teacher. Yoga competitions, championship of difficult asanas, yoga clothes, championship, yoga clothes, yoga perfumes, yoga shoes, cosmetics for yogi. yoga in gym as a mean to slim down. Nobody teaches us to live moment to moment like yogis. They teach us how to do a business. John, I can understand your frustration, my friend, and your viewpoint. I totally agree. The point you have raised about authenticity, point you are making how the yoga supposed to be and what yoga is. Remember, my friend, yoga is very individual. Individual in terms where you are in that time. First of all, there are many people who may not believe in God, and there are many people who believe in God. Yoga benefits all. Yoga benefits all. It is done correctly. Remember. I'm sorry to hear about your training. I don't know where you did training, but most people who train in our school, in our discipline, they know how rigid, how tough, how transformative, how informative, and how authentic the practice is. It's not merely just the asanas. What you are talking, yoga, as only a asana. What you're talking, just yoga, merely as an asana. Regarding prayers, mantras, repetitions, morning, evening, afternoon, sometimes it's very difficult to teach everything. Somebody come to a practice. They may be very spiritual. They may be very awakened possibility. It's just only thing is needed is just to break that little wall of self-judgment, breaking that little wall of self-hesitation. So there's many people I have known in my teaching experience. Some people will not even do a savasana. Some people will not do a savasana. As soon as you finish your yoga practice, they will not even come for opening because you are doing Om. And that for them, that time is valuable. So they are living with the clock, my friend. When you're practicing yoga, or you go to any class, you should embrace. Even if you're going for 1 hour, you're so busy watching the clock when the class finishes, how long you got to go. Your class will finish in 1 hour, you can leave. Meantime, just enjoy. So what I'm saying, some people will not even do the Om. They will just come in the peak of the hard practice. As soon as the class finishes, they will not lie down in Savasana, they will not greet each other, they will just leave. There is no concept of connection. Sometimes people are very afraid even to connect to themselves, never mind connecting other people. So yoga can become a vehicle as in a tool to create that very little connection of gratitude and self-appreciation. When we talk about self-love, you cannot classify the self-love as buying objects for yourself by feeling sorry and pity about yourself. That's not self-love. But that is what is called self-love nowadays. That's not self-love in my definition. So what you talking, people buying the product, I have seen many things. I can't talk all about them. I have seen even the angels dancing on the base chakra because somebody comes along, yoga teacher dressed up as a fairy, holding the magic wand in the hand. As you are in the down facing dog, she goes and taps your tailbone and sprinkles some sparkles of the fairy dust, which is what you call it, makeup powder, I think, something. What do you call it? It's the glitter. And your base chakra is vibrating with the stars now. So she uses the magic wand and she dresses herself as a fairy. That is also happens in the name of yoga. So there are a lot of dramatic, fantasizing yoga practices. And there's where other end, people are like dictators, like you doing some military boot camp training. They think they have to break your body, push the limits of your mind. That's not yoga. Yoga is not pushing the limit of mind, but to accepting the limit of the mind. They're two separate things. Both are happening in the same way. One you're pushing it to know as far as you can. One is accepting your mind dissolves and there is no parameter. So are many definitions. Are you talking about psychological therapy? Lots of people are just only trapped in the physical body. When you have not experienced any sensuality, despite you claim to be a very sensual person, you have not experienced what the love is, but you claim to be loving everyone and giving love. So when you can experience a little drop of silence, even for momentary, through the asana practice, that can be enough to spark a fire within your awareness or in your consciousness. If you are ready, that can lead people to a further in the practice. I have seen many people who come to yoga, for them yoga is just asana, not even meditation. If we have done 5 minutes or 2 minutes of pranayama, they think they have done pranayama pretty much their whole life. They're doing yoga and they're doing 3 minutes of pranayama. So there are many elements that need reform and transformation, but there are some very serious yoga teachers. They do best of the ability as they can to help as much as possible to maintain the authenticity. There are some of my dear students who train. They do chanting, they do prayers. When they came, they were full of self-pride and ego. And then arrogant. There is nothing else other than them. And they are the best. Yoga also can create the arrogance. Yoga can also create an ego, which you can call it pride or thinking that you are developing a God complex. And sometimes people say that I am my own guru. Despite your mind is like a completely headless chicken. And now you become your own guru. What are you going to teach yourself? Your mind has a zero discipline. Your mind has a zero connection to yourself. You flake around like a piece of leaf blowing on the wind and zero stability. And you become your own guru. There are many segments, many thought patterns people bring, and then they throw themselves, lay themselves over their own body, and they pretend that they are completely awakened and enlightened. So There are many elements. In the next topic, you talk about yoga teaches that yourself is the most important thing. I do believe yourself, not the body, not the mind. If your body and mind connected and have touched your deep inner self and awakened your inner self, and the energy, the compassion, the kindness, the mercy, the openness inside you that vibrates you, it changes your electromagnetic field, your bioenergy, and makes you feel completely open and accepting yourself fully. In that state, reaching to that state, yes, yourself is very important, but not as a facade, not as a persona. If wearing the designer yoga boots and having Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 yoga mat for 7 chakras and 7 color of outfit for each yoga class. Even the socks have to match. And you have diamond fitted on your yoga mat, so you feel like you are such a rich person, despite very poor inside. So that kind of importance is not. But inside your Atman, your soul, your spirit, yes, that is very important to connecting, understanding, and developing a cultivation to surrender and create a humbleness to it. Yes, that is very important. We don't, and there is, in my opinion, nothing wrong having a healthy, magnificent, vibrating energy through your body. There is nothing wrong with that either. You do not need to be suffering in a pain, looking like fat or unhealthy. Every time you do every yoga posture, you suffer with the pain. You're doing a meditation, you are suffering with the pain, with the discomfort. And your prana flow in the body, if your nervous system is not clean, your body is not clean, prana is not flowing through the body. You can have attractive body, but despite have a lot of other problems too. But remember, I do not need to judge anyone. But as I have to say, I have to talk. When your mind is healthy, your body is healthy, you are attractive. Your spirit is vibrating through you. Your consciousness becomes attractive. Merely your body is attractive, but mind is ugly, we have a problem. So as you make your body beautiful, make your thoughts beautiful, make your mind beautiful. Make your relations of your senses outside beautiful. You become very adorable, you become attractive. You become, when you talk about law of attraction, when your mind is beautiful, you do not need to practice law of attraction. You become the source of magnetic field. God runs for you. You can be very beautiful outside, but your mind is not. There is no possibility. Meaning of yoga reduced to having an attractive yoga clothing, yoga business, yoga, no ethics, morals, principles. I have seen many yoga practitioners and teachers. They all trying, at least they are trying. It's baby steps. If we judge them and suppress them and tell them that is wrong, that is wrong, that is wrong, that is wrong. They think I'm not good enough. Why should I walk on that path? I tell you a story, my friend. When I started teaching, I was looking for the perfect student. Only I want to teach the student who is the best, had all the qualities of a student, and rest I will not teach. So far, I could not find one. I have found several one, but still in work in progress. Then I met my very dear teacher, my grandfather, who is my authentic training practice. He said, he told me a story which I will share with you. He said, you are looking for a perfectly polished, fine cut diamond in the coal mine. And amongst many other stones. He only said that story. I sat down, contemplated, observed. Then I came to my realization, it's very hard to find a perfectly fine cut, spotless, beautiful diamond in the coal mine, or amongst many other stones. So I decided to collect every stone as I can, teach everyone and anyone. Some of the stones, when you go through a process, they are no longer a diamond. And you think that you have found a diamond possibility, and you start treating it, and you realize it cracks. When you're cutting it, polishing, it cracks. Or it had a fog inside, or have a thin line. There are many possibilities. Somebody may start at asana practice, merely looking the beautiful body and buying those things. One day the illusion may break, like yours. When you started your training, you did not know. You were just doing asana. You have to do your own research. Maybe your research and leading to that realization came because you planted a seed of asana practice inside you. So somebody may not know everything, but at least they are on the right path. They are on the track. If you like to go right on the top, you have to start somewhere. Maybe that is their landing pad. That is their launching pad into a spirituality, into connecting with themselves. So, however it is, even you starting a yoga merely with asanas, don't lose hope. Don't lose the faith in yourself and in the practice. Yoga competition, championship of difficult asanas, yoga clothes, perfume, yoga shoes, cosmetics for yogis. Do you know, traditionally, they say yoga was not a profitable business for merchandise. Since some Western merchandising came along into yoga, people start investing. Yoga became broader. Before there was only a handful of people practicing yoga. Now you can find in not a single town across the globe, unless that is a classify yoga as a devil, In that place, you may not be able to find it. You can find people practicing yoga, at least heard about it, read about it, and knows about it. So that is a good spreading of the word. Even from that possibility, 10% of people find an inner peace. Even the 1% of the people who practicing reaches to a state of samadhi every year. That is anchoring the light, connecting to somebody who is completely materialistic, totally body orientated. But eventually 2 year, 3 year, yoga is a path, is a journey. If you are on it. Till you reach to yourself, it is a journey. The moment you reach to yourself, it becomes no longer a journey, no longer a destination. It becomes part of you. You become one with yoga. So even the 1% people reach to the realization, they will become an anchor of energy, of positivity within that community. And then there will become a journey again. So it's a constant multiplication. There can be many judgments. Yoga teaches you about your own chemistry of energy, chemistry of your senses, bioenergy of your existence. It's understanding how the mind reacts, how your body operates, how your mind operates, how your senses operate, how you can consolidate them into a kind human being, loving human being, humble human being, compassionate human being. If you do not understand your senses, your mind, your body, not even understand yourself, yet you want to practice compassion, practice kindness, and you have definition of them, what is like to be kind, what is like to be compassionate, what is like to be loving, what is like to be everything that looks good. You only have merely a text theory. You just only understanding, you talking words, but not experience any of those. So you can't really practice, you can't live, you can't be. Important part. Yoga can create a transformation, but it may be slow in progress. You may start physically, you may become completely transformed and humble, conscious awareness, full of love, full of compassion. You may start have a lot of ideas, and you may become connected with the physical body. You come to realize how greedy your mind is, how ugly your mind is, how your senses are operating. That is again physical transformation. But you come from very spiritual place leading to realize your physical body. Or you can start physically, reach to spirituality. It's a journey can happen either way. As long as you are accepting and constantly making a progressive transformation. That is very important part. So, my friend, as long as the practice is helping you in keeping your senses and mind united, and creating a more awareness, moment to moment transformative awareness. That is good enough. Or you take a full sannyas, completely surrender to yoga. You live yoga, you breathe yoga, you dream yoga. That's good enough. And one day I can assure you, if you do that regularly for 3 to 4 years, cleaning all the toxicity of mind, your body, one day you will realize there's a lot more to yoga, not just asana practice. I have one more question. There are many other questions I have. What about yoga for eyes is worth doing? My friend Amit, Wanderlust, wonderful name, Wanderlust. If you practice yoga and whole body yoga, not just only one limb, or yoga for ears, yoga for eyes, yoga for the mouth, yoga for the lips, yoga for the forehead, yoga for shoulders, yoga for the hips, yoga for the knees. These are also important, but if you practice yoga for the whole body, along with composition, along combining yoga for your eyes, I will highly recommend it. But just only doing yoga for the eyes for a few minutes, but despite the rest of the body, what causing the problem with your eyes, it will not be much beneficial. So I will recommend to do the whole body yoga and combine your eye yoga. I hope that makes sense. And if there's any other question, please ask. I have approximately 10 more questions in my list, but I can't go through all of them. But next week I will keep them in mind. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoy our Sangha. If you have any question on YouTube or in house, please do ask. I think that will be enough for today. Thank you. Is there any question on YouTube?